Hi, I'm Allison. I am the diabetes dietitian here at the Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center. For Diabetes Month, we are highlighting some testimonies from some of our members here who have had success in changing their health, especially with diabetes, and who have benefited from some of the services we offer. So I am here today with Michelle and Marissa, who will be sharing their stories and some advice for you all. So ladies, Michelle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Michelle Hallowell. I am a diabetic. I was diagnosed in the early 2000s, so about 18 years I've been diabetic. I'm an employee here at the Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center. And
Marissa?
Hi, my name is Marissa Wright. I am also an employee here at Fred Leroy. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in 2007.
Okay, thank you. So I want to know what it was like managing your diabetes before you started with some of the services here. So maybe in those earlier years or before you started to work with us. So tell me a little bit about that.
I'll go. Like I said, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes probably about 2002 or 2003. Here at the Fred Leroy Health and Wellness Center, I was experiencing some difficulties with my health. I was experiencing a lot of nighttime urges to go to the restroom, a lot of thirst. I was thirsty a lot, blurred vision, and some symptoms like that. So I knew something was going on. So I came here to the Fred Leroy Health Center. This was prior to me working here, and the doctor told me that she wanted to do the glucose tolerance test. So after that, I found out that I was a diabetic. And it took off from there. So,
so a lot.
Yeah, a lot at once.
Yeah.
And then trying to figure out this disease that I was diagnosed with.
Yeah, learn about it and what you need to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What about you, Marissa?
My story is pretty much the same. I had a lot of health issues going on. This was before I lived in Omaha. I was living in Norfolk. And like Michelle, I had a lot of the same issues, a lot of the same symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would go to the doctor, and like my blood sugar was steadily going up and up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the diagnosis in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like she said, it just took off from there. And then pretty soon I was insulin dependent. So
okay. Mm-hmm. So some different symptoms, maybe a lot going on, not feeling so good, and now you're in it and having to learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of services did you receive or, use that we offer that helped you in this process?
For me at the time, we didn't have a pharmacy. So we had depended on a lot, the facility here, the doctors, the providers. We had like pharmacy reps that came in. So they started me on metformin, which took a lot of getting used to, my body getting used to that.
Yeah.
We had had a new dietitian at the time. So being referred to the dietitian helped, a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
Learning about the disease, changes to be made, dealing with the medication part. When I started the metformin, I was getting sick off the dose that I was currently on. So there were some changes that had to take place, and trying to figure out where it was going to, what dosage and other medications to go along with it to get me on a good path.
Yeah.
And then with the dietitian here at that time, it was a great experience to finally sit down and understand my body, my health, the disease, and the new path that I had to take with this progressive illness.
That's awesome. What about you?
For me, like I said, I was living in Norfolk, and that's when I started to take the insulin. And then I came here, and I know like one of the first services that I received from you guys was the home monitoring, like my blood sugar, my blood pressure. And after doing that I think I did that for 3 or 4 months, my blood sugars were running very, very well because I was being, held accountable.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciated that. And in doing so, because of that, my insulin, I didn't have to take the fast-acting insulin anymore. So that's one of the big benefits that I got from this program. Right now, I'm doing the Libre, where it monitors my blood sugar all the time, and all I have to do is swipe it. So I'm very fortunate for the services that I've been able to receive here.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so dietitians in our clinics, some of our reps in the past, now having remote monitoring and our continuous glucose monitoring, those freestyle Libres. So services have changed too, and trying to help people more. Awesome. So from these services, what changes have you seen in your health?
Well, for me, having the Freestyle Libre, it's made me a lot more accountable for. It's easier. Let's just say, first off, it's easier than having to poke your fingers, because that after a while that got to having sore fingertips all the time, and then I'd forget to do it prior to having the device now. But so it's made me be a lot more accountable to checking my glucose, my sugar levels. It's difficult at first because it's a whole new process, but once you get started with it, it's actually kind of liberating, and it's you work your way into the process of, oh, hey, I got to check it first thing in the morning. Just like before using the finger stick, but this has made actually life a little more easier, being a diabetic and being able to utilize the device and
that's common. There's a lot to think about, and it can be overwhelming, and sometimes take up more time than expected. So with diabetes changing, we're having new technology as well, things to help you hopefully make life a little bit easier as well. Those continuous glucose monitors, the Freestyle Libres, are wearable sensors that are always reading the sugar in your body. So hopefully helping reduce those finger stick pokes. It is a program we offer here, and it's on an approval basis, but these ladies have benefited from that service. Would you like to share anything else, Marissa?
Well, I agree with Michelle. The Libres, they do hold me accountable because I know my provider's, going to be checking them. And at the same time, it'll influence what I'm eating that day. So if my blood sugars are a little high, then maybe I won't have, something that's high in sugar. Or I noticed that my daily activities affect it as well. So if it's kind of high, maybe I'll go for a little walk because then it'll bring it down just a little bit. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so having more information, holding you accountable, even changing what you're doing, it's amazing, how far it's come and how that can really help you with your health too. So what is one piece of advice, or maybe multiple things you'd like to share for other tribal members out there who may be trying to manage their diabetes as well?
For me, my advice is to just be accountable for the things that you put in your body and any other things that's going to help with health, such as physical exercise, because it's needed. You're going to need that no matter what.
Thank you. Michelle?
I agree with Marissa. If you're able to obtain the device here at the Fred Libre Health Center, I definitely would tell others to try it. And it, like Marissa said, it makes you accountable, and you can see the changes And with our dietitian and our pharmacist that we have here that helps with the device as well, we have great support here. So I definitely recommend it.
Thank you. Yeah, we have lots of services and it's always changing and expanding. So to learn more about our services, contact somebody from the diabetes program, myself, Sarah, anybody in our clinics. We'd be happy to talk with you and help you in your journey to manage your diabetes. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here,
You're
sharing
welcome.
your stories, inspiring others. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.